Hello everyone, this is Grandmaster Varuzhan Akobian and I'm working as a Grandmaster in residence for the St. Louis Chess Club, and I'm glad to be back, and I will be presenting you with some endgame positions today, some very special endgame studies, okay? Extraordinary stuff, and I hope you will enjoy this, okay? Because this is really great stuff I'll be showing you today, okay? So let's take a look, okay? So we're gonna start off with the first position. Okay, I'm gonna set it up for you, and let's go here. This one is white to play, and win. So let's see if you can do this one, okay? And I'll try to open up the YouTube as well so I can see you guys in the comments, okay? I will try to do that as well. Okay, all right, so this is the position, and here we go. White to play and win. Pretty crazy position. There are no pawns on the board, a lot of minor pieces, and the question is what to do. What to do here in order to try to make some progress here for white. So I want to give you a little bit of time to think and see if you can come up with the right solution here. So what would be the right plan here? Okay. You have to try to come up with the idea to try to create a way either to mate or win opponent's queen. Okay, these are the two options here for you: win opponent's queen or come up with the checkmate. So let's see here, what can we do here? What do you think would be the right plan in this position? Okay, let's see here. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. I just increased my volume. Hopefully it's good. All right. Now, the first move here, what do we have in this position? We're going to start off with, we don't have too many options, so we're going to go for knight to a5 check. Okay? Knight a5 check. And now to see where is the king going to go. If the king goes to a2, we have a simple rook a4 mate. Okay? So that's not going to work. He has to go here, no choice. Okay? He has to go here, no choice. And now, what can you do here? Bishop c5 check, forcing the king to go to a2, and now following it up with the same mating mechanism, rook a4 mate. So he's going to try to make it more difficult, of course, by playing knight a5, king to c3. King goes to c3. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm going to try to fix my microphone. So let's see here. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to... Okay, hopefully... I want to make sure you guys can hear me. So this is all the way. Let's see here. Okay, 1 second, guys. Just a second. I want to fix the sound. Hello, we are back, guys, and now let's see if you can find the finishing idea of this game. We are back, guys, and see if you can find the finishing idea.
Perfect, Var. Thank you.
It's good?
It's good. You're live. You're live.
All right, guys, we are back. So let's take a look, okay? And now we reach this position here. So this is where I want you now to find the right idea, okay? So what would be the right idea in this position? What would be the right idea to try to break through here, okay? So let's see. What can we do here? What can we do here to find a winning condition? I have the chat open, so it's going to be very interactive here. I'm going to be asking you for your answers, okay? Now, I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you can hear me well now. Let's see here. What's the move here? White to play, and what will be the finishing touch in this insane endgame position? So I'm watching for your solution here, guys. Type it in the chat. Let's see. Now, knight c6, chess king. No, chess king. Chess king, you have to think, okay? Chess king, I think I know. This is strong Adi, you know. But it's not, you know, you have to do something special. Something extraordinary. Now, what can we do here? We have to figure out a way, guys, to come up with something special. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, so we're back, and sorry, a little technical difficulties today, but okay, we got it, I think. So let me know if you can hear me, guys. Can you hear me well? Bishop f4. I mean, that's a possibility. But what else? What else you have here? Something extraordinary. Okay, chess king, it's good. Okay, Owen Crawford, good. Okay, perfect. All right. Yes, we're glad we fixed it because we want to make sure you can hear me well here, okay? So, what's the move here? I don't see the solution except... Okay, I see one correct solution. Rook b4. Perfect, perfect. Absolutely. Rook b4. Now, the idea behind this move is... Oh, sorry. I gotta do it here. Rook to b4. The point, if he takes with the king, you have a nice check. Okay? And picking up the material. And then you have to demonstrate your technique. Technique of checkmating with the bishop and knight. How many of the people who are watching, we have 45 people, how many people can checkmate with the bishop and knight? Can you type in the chat if you think you can do this? Checkmate with the bishop and knight. So, if he takes like this, now we have a beautiful bishop d2 idea, checking the king and winning the queen, because the knight is covering a very important 2 squares. You cannot keep contact with the knight. Okay? So that's not going to work. So now he's going to play queen to g8. Queen to g8 because he wants to cover the b3 square, okay? He wants to cover the b3 square, and now, what can you do now? He wants to cover the b3 square, and what can we do here? I want to see the solution here. Very, very easy. Okay. Well, it depends. For some people, it might be easy. Some people might be hard. So we have to see, guys. We have to see, okay? So now, what is the idea here? What is the idea here we can try to do here? And now, no, bishop d2, he runs. Bishop d2, he runs, okay? There is no mate here, guys. You're letting him escape. You don't want that to happen. So what's the finishing touch here? All right. Banain is very good. Banain finds it. Rook b3. Correct, Banain. Now, queen takes b3. And now, bishop d2 check. And the king cannot stay here. And now, if you go to c4, knight takes on c4, king c2 cannot go anywhere. And now, again, once again, we reach this position where you have to show a technique. How to win this. Tell me, please, what is the key idea when you're trying to checkmate with the bishop and knight? What is the key idea that you have to know here? What's the idea? In order to mate this? Okay, I hope the volume is okay, guys. So now, the winning idea would be at the end, the W maneuver, okay? You will have to figure out the W maneuver. Okay? Alright. So we'll go, at some point I will show you how to win this as well. Okay? Get the king to the corner. Okay, let me show you. Okay, let me show you how to do this. Okay, you go here. Now he's gonna go here. We go here. Let's say here, we go here. So you're gonna drive this king to the corner. He's gonna go here, okay? Now you have to figure out how to cover this square. So for that to happen, you're gonna go here, here. Now knight c7. You're covering this light square. He goes here, and now bishop b8. So that way the king can no longer go to e8, and now he has to go here. And this is where you start the famous W maneuver. I've done a video on this, okay? A couple of years ago, guys, where I demonstrated the W maneuver. And this is, once again, how you do it. Goes here, check. Goes here, here. Here, here. He goes here, check. Forcing it back, you go here. Here, here. Here, check. Your knight only moves like the W, remember. Only like a W. Check. Now you make a waiting move. Check. And a checkmate. One more attempt here he can try to do, guys. So again, this is your final position, remember. One more idea he can try to do. Here he can play. He can try to escape here, okay? Then you go here. Now you go 97. Now he goes here. He's trying to escape, okay? He's trying to go here. We got this under control. And now we cut. We cut the squares, okay? Now we go here. Squares are under control. We go here. Check. Can't go to c8, c7, so has to go here. Now we go here. Bishop c7. Check. King f8. We're back to the W. And now here, we're gonna need a waiting move here, okay? Now he goes here. King h6. And now we have a mate on f6, okay? And that's your idea to remember, okay? That's your final position. Once again, I want to demonstrate to you the technique how to win with the bishop and knight, okay? So remember that, okay? All right, very good. Let's move on to the next position. Anybody in the chat here have questions about this position, how to win this? Yeah, you have to drive the king to the color of the dark square bishop. Correct. Correct, Tracy. Absolutely. You have to drive that king. If you had a light square bishop, you would have drive that king to the light corner and then made him there, okay? Okay. Let's move on, okay? We got a lot more work to do today. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, these are gonna be really insane, you know, like the title for this class. These are gonna be some very insane positions that it doesn't look like you should win, but you're gonna come up with the extraordinary ideas to win the game, like in this one. Like in this one here, guys, look. White to play and win. Okay, how can you try to win this position? It looks like the knights are trapped. It looks like it's going to be very difficult to do anything here. But let's see here. White to play and win. What can we do here? So I want to give you a couple of minutes to think so you can find the solution. Well, let's not go for the immediate checks. I know you guys want to give a check, but don't rush, okay? Sometimes you don't want to just go for the check. You want to wait. You want to wait for the right idea. So what can you do here? You want to wait for the right idea, the right opportunity here. So let's see here. No, it's not rook b1. The move, it's not rook b1, guys. Yeah, rook b1. Okay, he can move king a5, I think. I know you're saying this, but what are you gonna do after this? Your knight is pinned. You cannot check, you know. So you don't want to do that. Yeah, you don't want to do that. What's the other idea we can try to do here? We have to figure out, look at all your pieces, look at your knights. What can you do here? Wait for him to capture and pin his queen. Okay. Change the board color. Well, don't you guys like the black background? I mean, yesterday people were saying they didn't like the white background, so I changed it to dark one. So, okay, rook e1. Wait, rook e1? Rook e1 I can just take on e5, guys. Yeah, I think the board is okay, yeah. Wait for him to capture and then pin, okay. Okay, let's do it a little bit more concrete. Yeah, I agree with the, you know, the background is okay, guys. It looks much better. The white one, it's harder to see, you know. Alright, I don't see the answer yet, guys. Come on, let's try to find this, okay. What is the idea? Rook e1, okay, but I don't have to capture. It's not like I must capture, right? I can do something else. I don't know, can I run away? Can I do something like this and run away, guys? I don't have to fall for that trick. I know you want me to take, so you can discovery check and win. I know you want to do this, but better than rook d1 here. Let's see here. Yeah, knight d6 looks good, but let's see here. Knight d6 check. Okay, king a4, guys. Yeah, I don't know why you're making me go to the c5. I don't want to go to c5. Plus, if I go to c5, chess king. If I go to c5, you have knight d3. Okay? I don't want to do that, chess king. Alright. So, knight d6, I'll go king a4, okay? Alright, what's the move here? I still don't see the right move here. I haven't seen the solution yet. Alright, the first move is to try to give a check. It's a hint for you guys. The first move is a hint for you. It's a check. So how are you going to check his king here? That's the question. So that's the question. Okay, knight c3, correct. Now, let's make a few things clear. If you go here, you lose the queen. Game is over. Also, if he goes here, it's actually mate. That's beautiful. If he goes here now, this is a problem. Tell me, why is this a problem? Why is this a problem if I go here? We use the rook, right? Check. He goes here, we go knight d5, check. And guess what? Thank you very much. Okay? So now he has to go here, king c5. And now here is, you have to come up with absolute brilliant move. What is that absolute brilliant move here that is going to help you to win this game? If he goes king c5, I want to see that move here. I'm sure we're going to see the right move here. What is the correct move here, guys? What is the correct move? Let me see here. Brian Young, okay? Rook h5. I mean, I can't go knight d3. I wish I could do it. See, it's not even letting us do it. It's illegal, that's why. You're pinned. You're pinned. You're pinned, guys. You can't just do that. You cannot play illegal move, okay? So correct move is rook h5. Fantastic. Now, let's understand what's going on. The king cannot move. If he goes here, he gets forked. If he goes here, he gets forked. Okay? If he tries to maintain the pin, he gets forked. Okay? So many ways he gets forked. So what should we do now to see this, okay? So now rook h5. Now he, you know, and wherever you put the queen, actually, you're gonna get either discovery check or a fork. So the only move is this. This is the only move, queen f1, in order to control and put it somewhere that it's not going to get forked. That's the only move. And now you're going to find the second quiet move. The first quiet move was rook to h5. But now you're going to find the second quiet move to cement your advantage. Now, what do? It's about calculating, guys. It's about calculating and finding these quiet moves, okay? It's all about quiet move here to put him into that zugzwang. Which move will put him in a zugzwang here, guys? It's not a drastic move here. It's not a drastic move. It's more like a quiet move to set up the zugzwang, okay? You want to do the zugzwang. I'm watching the chat. I'm hoping to see the solution. And there we go. We got it. Colt Lunge finds it first, and then Siddharth finds it. Correct. Pratam finds it. Absolutely. Rook h4. Quiet move. Now eyeballing the rook c4 move if the queen moves away. Where is the queen gonna go now? He doesn't have that many squares to go to. And also we're setting up another mating mechanism, knight d7. In fact, this is our threat. Our threat is to play knight d7 and mate here. Okay? So that is the problem for black. So now he's gonna try to go for a... There is nothing he can do. You're threatening knight d7 check or rook c4 check, so he cannot do anything. So he's gonna go queen to f7, sacrificing the queen in the hopes that you would take it, and then this will be a stalemate. See? This will be a disaster because, you know, there's no, you know, it's a stalemate. But are we gonna take the queen? Are we really gonna do that? Of course not. Of course not. What are you gonna do instead? To break the stalemate and win the game. What you gonna do to break the stalemate and win this game? Knight d7, fantastic. The king has no squares to go to. Everything is taken. Takes, king takes. d5, d4, c4, everything is taken. And now this is over. Excellent. Alright, so this was a quiet move. Look at this. This whole game was a quiet move. Check. Sorry, you play knight c3 check, forcing the king to go here on c5, and now rook h5, quiet move. He goes here, you have a fork. He goes here, you have a fork. So he has to go queen to f1, and now you play the other quiet move, rook h4, setting up rook c4 and knight d7 ideas, okay? All right. Very good, guys. Excellent, okay? Very, very good. Let's move on to the next game, okay? Next endgame. Okay. I'm gonna clear the board. Okay, this is a very practical position, so let me show you. Because something like this could easily happen in your games, okay? So you would need to know what to do. Okay. All right. White to play and win. White to play and win. How are you gonna do this? How you can try to win this? How do you? Great question from Great Wolf. How do you decide whether to look for a quiet move or forcing move in a previous position, given position? Well, if you look at the forcing moves and they don't lead to anything, then you switch gears and you look for a quiet move. Okay. You look for a forcing moves, and if that doesn't work, you switch for the quiet moves. Okay, so that's how I would do it. Okay. That's simply how I would do it. I would look for the forcing moves first. You always have to look for checks and captures. And if that doesn't work, then you switch for the other moves. More quiet moves. But quiet moves, they could be incredibly strong, okay? They could be incredibly strong, so you have to remember. All right, what we got now in this position? Everybody in the chat saying queen f5, queen f5, queen f5. Okay, but did you look at the defense? When you say queen f5, did you guys find black's best defense? Pin the rook and the king. I understand that, Brian, but what's the best defense? You know, what's the best defense? You don't think I just set this up for you to find queen f5? I know you guys much stronger than that. So I'm not going to set up a one-move win for you. So what's the correct move here? King h8. Fantastic. If you take now, look at this. Look at this forky. Okay? And winning material. If you take with this, look at this now. Look at this incredible defense. You see it? Sacking the bishop, sacrificing, and now if you capture, it's going to be a stalemate. Okay? Incredible, absolutely incredible defense by black. Sacrificing the rook and then sacrificing the bishop. But what are you going to do? We're not going to let this game just slip away, do we? We're still going to try to win this. But how? But how we can try to win this? So let's see. He plays king h8. What can we do here, guys? What can we do here? Queen e5 check, correct. If he goes here, we just come here and queen g7 mate. That's good. So I'm gonna go here. Now what do you do? Now what do you do? Okay. King h7. Check now, correct? If we go back here, you can just simply take. So has to go here. Now we have to continue. Again, if you give black a break, he puts a bishop on f7, rook g6 is going to be a draw. So you don't have time to give a break. If you give one break like this, check, that's a draw already. Okay? Rook f7, it's just going to be a draw. So that's the idea. Now what to do in this position? Now what to do? Now let me look at the chat here. Queen e4, correct. Now he cannot play rook g6 because you have queen takes g6. So has to go here. Now we gotta try to do what? We're getting closer, guys. We're getting step by step. We're getting closer now to win this game. Now we gotta try to pin him. So we go queen to e5. Now threatening king h6. Threatening king h6 and take the rook. So he has to go here, no choice. And now we're getting closer, guys. This is like a ladder. You're walking on a ladder and getting closer to him, okay? And now, Queen F5, Pratam, correct, Pratam. Now he goes here. Continue, continue, John Abraham. How are you gonna do it? Let's get it, guys. You're so close. You're so close now. Let's do it. Queen F6, bravo. Threatening King H6, okay? Threatening King H6 and picking up on G7. And it's gonna be a mating mechanism, okay? So that's why he goes, he cannot do anything, guys. And if he goes here, what is the solution here? What is the solution here, guys? I'm sure you see it. Pratam, yes. Excellent job, guys. Very methodical, step by step, okay? Methodical, step by step approach here to win this. Absolutely incredible position, but it doesn't look like you're going to be able to win this position. After this move, it looks like it's going to be a draw. But you can win this by coming up with this incredible staircase idea with the queen. Incredible staircase to win this game. Alright? Perfect, guys. So let's now move on to the next position. Anybody has questions in the chat? Anybody has questions about this position? You understand the approach? I'll show you one more time. If you take, draw. If you take this way, incredible defense, draw. So you're not going to do that. You're not going to do any of that. Check. And then you win the rook and mate. So he has to go to h7. Check. And you take and mate on g7. So it has to go rook g7. Now check. Sorry. If you go here, it's just a draw. So you will go queen 2, e4, and get up there. Pin it, come closer. Pin it, come closer. And then you have the mate. Alright, perfect. Very good. Excellent. We're going to move on to the next position, okay? Very interesting. Thank you. Thank you, Petke. Petke 1982. You just get closer. You got to work together. Queen and queen, they work together to get closer. Absolutely. Pin it to win it, Owen. Perfect. Yeah, you know that saying. Yeah, pin it to win it. And at the end, you win it. All right, let's get another one here, guys. Okay, this is a nice one. This is a nice one. Again, coordinating your pieces. Coordinating your pieces is very important, okay? All right. Okay, guys, the next position, okay? The next position is a very nice study composed in 1905, okay? 1905. And this is by the brothers, Platonov brothers. They were very, very famous composers. Platonov brothers, okay? So, white to play and win, okay? You gotta figure out a way to win this game. This is by Platonov brothers, okay? So how are we gonna try to do this? You know, of course, we have to do something with this queen. First of all, it looks like we are just losing, okay? The queen is, you know, queen versus knight and a rook. I mean, this just looks like a losing, you know? But what to do here? You can try to actually win this position, but you have to show me how. No queen for white. Where are you getting these positions from? This is incredible. I have this book. It's a very old book, okay? Very old book. Here we go. You see it? It's like from 1982. So it's a Russian book with Kasparian studies, okay? So it's you know. I'm fluent in Russian, so I'm, you know, reading this and setting that up for you. Okay, this is, you know, I wasn't able to find anything in English like this. So this is a special studies book by Kasparian. Okay. Yeah, this is like a Russian book. It's called Beautiful Studies. Okay. Very old book, as you can see, you know, but I love this book. I've been using this book for a very long time. It's got some incredible studies. All right. Well, okay, let's see what we got. Chess King has a solution. Chess King has something, okay. John Abraham, Rook B7. Is that why you're so strong? Because you speak Russian? I don't know. I'm not sure, but you know, Russian is it's a good language to know. But I don't know if if that has anything to do with being strong or not. But I did train and grew up, in a Soviet era where I had a lot of access to this good Russian chess books. All right, what do we got here? I think I see the first move here. So good job, Chess King. But the question is if you calculated everything. Okay. Now check. If you go here, thank you very much, winning the queen. If you go here again, how are you going to force the win? Show me how you're going to force the win, guys. Type in the chat so I can see you see it now. Check. Correct. Partam, correct, Partam. And now check. Correct. So that's why he's going to go here. Now, what's the follow-up? Guys? Check. Correct. Now the black has two options. He can't go here again. Once again, you have the knight g5. So if he goes king d7, then you go rook f8. And you're threatening knight g5 to trap the queen. And yeah, basically this is this actually transposes into the main line. So we're gonna get this, okay? All right, so here king e7. Now you don't want to go here because of this idea. Boom. And you actually lose now because d and h pawns are stronger than your pawns, Yeah, these are just too strong, okay? All right, so what are we doing? What are we doing here? Check. He goes here. This is an incredible idea you have here. Let's see here. Now, rook b7. Partam. Rook b7. What's the follow-up though? Rook b7, he goes here. Partam. Now what do we do? Now this is correct, but here you need this move, okay? You absolutely need this incredible idea. Kemik KO finds it. Maxi Graps finds it. Mohit Kumar. Andre Chavaria. Correct. Brian Young. Absolutely, guys. And everybody else who said rook f7. Absolutely. Look at that move. Absolutely fantastic move here. Takes, winning the queen. And now, what is your threat here? What is your threat, guys? Do you see the threat? You have a nice threat here. So he's gonna play h6, let's say, okay, to cover the g5 square, okay, to cover the g5 square. And now what do we do? Now what do we do here? Yeah, actually it's a zugzwang, so black has to move and he plays h6. And now h6 weakens a very important square, g6, okay? So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Rook f8 check, correct, he goes here. And now we wanna zook him, right? How are we gonna zook him here? We wanna make sure he runs out of moves, okay? We want to make sure he runs out of moves because his queen cannot move here, right? So let's see, rook f7, h6. Actually, sorry, he plays here. He has to go here. Because if he goes here, you just go knight f4, hitting the queen. If takes, check, and you pick it up on f3. And if he goes here, look at this lovely mate here. Look at this lovely mate. Okay? So he has to play here because of that. And now we need a waiting move here. We need a waiting move here, guys. Yeah, I told you, yeah, this is going to be a little insane stuff. a3, waiting move. He goes here. a4, zugzwang, okay? Zugzwang right here, guys. If he plays h5 now, g5 square is weakened. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now? Now you're going to go knight g5, Owen. Yes, trapping that queen and winning the game. So he's got no choice. He's in a zook. He's in a zook. He's going to go here now. And now, what's the idea? He's in a zook here, guys. What is the idea? Yep. Praham, correct. Knight f4, hitting the queen. Queen cannot take it. We had seen this in a previous line. Check and pick up on f3. And if he goes here, incredible. Knight g6 mate. Okay? Incredible knight g6, mating the king and, you know, winning the game. Absolutely, okay? It's all about putting the opponent into a zugzwang, okay? Zugzwang. Let's do this one more time because it was insanely complicated, you know? Check. If he goes here, it's just knight g5. So I'm going to show you the best defense. So king e7. That's bad because of queen e6. So we go check. Rook f7. Now, if he takes, we have knight g5. Okay? So he has to go h6 to cover the g5 square. Now you give a check. If he goes here, just knight f4 and knight g6 wins the game. So he has to go king to d7. Then you play. This was incredible. What is the move here, guys? a3, Parham. a4. And now he goes here and boom. Chopping the queen. He has to go here. And now we go back to the other line, knight f4. Yeah, I would recommend you set up the position on a chessboard. Okay, you set up the position on a chessboard and try to calculate and try to do it without moving the pieces, okay? First you try to do it without moving the pieces and then you will move the pieces after that, okay? So first you want to make sure you don't move the pieces, okay? But you want to set it up on a chessboard and actually do it that way. All right, guys. Okay, and the last one, guys. The last one, it's not going to be as insane as this one, okay? I promise you. But it's still very nice, okay? All right, I hope you enjoyed this one, okay? I really hope you enjoyed this one, okay? This is a really nice position, okay? All right, let's go here. And it's a little bit similar dynamics. At least the dynamics are very similar. All right. White to play and win. White to play and win. Another very, very beautiful position by Platonov. Okay, another famous composer, V. Platonov. V. Platonov is this is just his one. The previous one, there were two brothers Platonov, so they both did it together. But this one is just V. Platonov from 1905. White to play and win. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Very beautiful. I'm glad you like it. Gaming, AY Gaming, nice. Got to go. Thank you, Billy. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time. Okay. Would you play a match with me, please? Pratham, I do my own streaming and I'll be happy to play you. Make sure you follow my Twitch, GM Varakobian, okay? And then I have sessions where I play people, so you can do that, okay? So let's see here. Rookie 8, okay, the first move is everybody is screaming Rookie 8, correct. Now, I cannot take obviously because of this. So if I go here, Knight D4, obviously. If I go here, you go here, obviously. Okay? So has to go here. King D5. Alright, now he goes King D5. Now what do we do? Now he goes King D5. Ramatulu Fakhridin, I will be happy to play you, but you know, basically when I'm doing my own stream or when I'm playing viewers, I'll be happy to play. But right now we're just doing the puzzles. So and Endgame. So now what do we do here, guys? We talk about something. We talk about something very important here. We talk about something very, very important here. The quiet moves, remember? The quiet moves. And here is an incredible move you're going to find. Pratham says D3. Pratham, what about... I don't know about this move, Pratham. Maybe Pratham, but I'm not sure. Maybe he runs, Pratham. Can you run here? Can you run here, Pratham? I don't know. I'm not sure about this, okay? Alright, so what's the move here, guys? What is the move here? Alright, D3. Pratham, no. D3, I think there is a defense. Pratham. Good morning. Tito Roy, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Welcome to your first class, and hopefully you'll be coming more often, okay? No, it's not D3, guys. It's not D3. It's not D3 here. It's something different. It's a really, really powerful move here you want to do here. Nah, rook check, I don't know. I don't know about the rook check. Srinivas, he goes here. Brian Young finds it. Look at this move, guys. Look at this insane move here. Now, if he takes with the king, checker. And then we take this and we win the endgame. 4-on-3, king and pawn endgame is winning. And if he takes with the queen, now look at this checker. Checker and take it. Look at that, guys. Okay. So, rook e6. Now what to do here? After rook e6, it's very tricky. So he cannot take anyway. So he can play queen c4. By the way, if he takes here, why is this losing? I want to see it in the chat here. Why is this losing here, guys? You can find this. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What is the solution here? $30 seconds, guys. What's the move here? Rook e5, correct. Check, winning the queen. If he goes here, let it fork it this way. Let it fork it this way. Perfect. So, he cannot take as well. Now he has to play queen c4. But if he plays queen c4, now what do you do? Yeah, actually, this is another. I'm sorry, guys. This is another insane one. Very similar to previous one, okay? Another insane move here. Insane idea. Rook e4, Tito Roy, yes. If he takes, well, here we have d3, winning. If takes, now we have fork. And again, we're winning because of the extra pawn, okay? So what this gives us, if he goes back to c6, which he's going to do, this gives us the quiet move that we wanted to play earlier. The quiet move that we wanted it to play earlier, remember? When we had a rook on e6, the quiet move here. No, c4 he runs. c4 he runs. Okay. d3, fantastic, yes. Now threatening rook e5 mate. Okay. And if he takes, and if he goes here, remember in the previous line he had this, he doesn't have it now because we have this check. Okay. So d3, now he has to go here, only move. Again, threat is rook e5, so he has to go here. And now we play. Now, what's the solution after this move? Check. What's the idea, guys? You should see it. Check. Forcing him to go here. And now, how do we win this now? How we get into the winning endgame? Nazir, correct, Nazir, check. He has to take it. Check. Take. And take. This is easily winning, guys. King and pawn endgames in an extra pawn like this are always winning, okay? And they're quite easily won here. So here, you will just simply come up. If he plays b5, c3, yeah, you just simply can even just wait until the king moves away. You're gonna go king e4, h5. You go here, and just go forward, and you just push. Yeah, it's just they're easily won. Okay. Absolutely, yeah, I know, Brian, super crazy. Yeah, I thought, okay, insane endgames, maybe something appropriate, you know, this might be something appropriate. But anyway, guys, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Incredible book, I agree, Ram, incredible book, incredible studies, okay? And it's something you cannot find. You know, a lot of people try to find something similar in English, but it's very, very hard, okay? I'm glad you guys enjoyed the class. Thank you everybody for stopping by and watching this. Make sure you can watch this later on a YouTube channel, and I will be back again with more classes on Thursday evening. Make sure you come, okay? Thursday at 6:30, okay? 6:30 to 8:30 on Thursday, okay? All right. Excellent job, everybody. Bye-bye.